The concept of open book management is really that our employees know the score. So as a business, it's really around our financial performance. What's different about Rhino is the transparency and the consistency of the approach.
I think the open book is awesome, because there's hardly any companies, that'll tell you, hey, we made, $2 million this year, so here's a bonus for you, here's this, or like, this year, where they told us we weren't getting raises and whatnot. I mean, they stopped and, broke it all down. Okay, this is what happened. This is how it happened, why it happened.
A lot of bosses that don't keep people informed on what's going on in the company. It's only a need-to-know basis. I've worked at a lot of places, but the only time you get to know information like that is when you up in the higher-ups or whatever. If you're the blue-collar worker in that factory, you don't get to know too much,
Big picture. They get the big picture. That's what it does. It lets you see, you're more than just, and I say just, you're more than the production worker on the line putting cookies on top of ice cream. All of a sudden, you've got the big picture and you know how you fit into that and you know how you can impact it every single day with each decision that you make. And it's very empowering for people.
Even though it can be scary knowing the truth, at least you know the truth. In most companies, you have no idea what's happening. You could feel something's happening, but you don't really know.
It's hard when it happens, but when employees ask really challenging questions, that's actually one of the best indicators for me. And so when people ask, well, why aren't we paying out bonus programs, or why aren't we doing pay raises, or why isn't the company putting money behind certain efforts, and asking direct, challenging questions, those are great signs because that means they care and they're paying attention.
Really, I like the way the Rhino handle those company meetings. They share and you learn something. If you want to learn. If you don't want, well, that's except you. But you learn something.
We also need to recognize we're never going to get there with everybody. It's more the journey than it is like a destination that you arrive at. And I think it's a right journey to be on because it's constantly trying to push that responsibility down to people who really have the power to do the work.